Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. We're so happy to come your way with another episode. And today we're talking about how power couples can have success strategies to empower their marriages and their relationships.
Absolutely. So first of all, hello to everybody. I hope that you enjoyed our previous video. If you're new here, we are Eric and Marie, and of course the channel is Time with Eric and Marie. Just as Eric has stated, our topic for today is about how we can develop strategies as a power couple or as power couples to succeed in our marriages.
Definitely. So first of all, let's look at what success is for married couples. And each person have their own definition of success, including yourselves. So put in the comment box what your definition of success in marriage is. And I'll ask Marie what success in marriage means to her.
I think for me, success in marriage, it's quite broad and extensive. Growing up as a young girl, getting married early 20s, my definition of success in marriage then was to get married for a long period of time. You know, the whole till death do us, the marriage vows, till death do us part, in sickness and in health, all of these things. As the years have gone by, or as I'm sat here now, my definition of success in marriage has changed. I think it's more about how happy we are as a couple and how understanding we are of each other, how in sync we are, and how our synergies are connected is what success in marriage is for me, as opposed to how long we're married for.
Exactly.
So that's my definition of success.
And I like that definition. I like it a lot. I look at marriage as a successful marriage like a really good food being cooked. There are a lot of ingredients that go into it. And some of the ingredients for me with regards to a successful marriage is one of them, as Marie said, happiness in the marriage. Because you can be married for 50 years but not be happy. So happiness plays a key role in marriage. And then I look at friendship. Friendship as a very good ingredient for a successful marriage. And we are talking about successful power couples. So friendship whereby you are comfortable in each other's company, you have the intention to seek for each other's development in life. Because one of the areas that we also are looking at is how we can empower each other. So with Marie, I always look out for her betterment in life. I always look out for her being the best that she is, because God has given each one of us our own DNA, our own aspirations, everything to do with her being her. I'm making sure that she is the best that she is. So do I look out for mine? Who better to look out for me than myself? So friendship, happiness plays a key role. And then we'll carry on with other factors as we go along.
I think adding to what Eric has just said is more about adding value to each other.
Exactly.
So, of course, taking care of yourself, making yourself a priority. Again, when, growing up, I think the seed that was planted in me is you make your husband a priority. Of course, he's a priority, but I come first.
Exactly.
Because if I'm happy, if I'm fulfilled, if I feel fulfilled as an individual in life, then I can better serve him as his wife. He can have the best of me. So it's important that we learn to put each other first as couples. So you put yourself first, and then the next most important person in your life should be your spouse, your partner. That for me is one of the ways that every power couple, for me, that's one of the ways that people get to become power couples and also sustain the longevity of being power couples. The next point I would say is, again, as Eric has stated, friendship. Friendship is one of the baselines of being a power couple. You have to be friends. Connection. The friendship should also have that, because you can be friends and it's just friends on the surface as a couple. but you can be friends on a much deeper level as couples as well. To the point that, I mean, you could be apart miles and miles and miles away from each other, but that connection is so strong that even though you could be in different locations, you still feel each other, on that deep spiritual level. Trust is also one of the key aspects of success strategies to becoming a power couple. You need to trust each other. And again, trust in itself is it has several layers to it. And all the times when we say trust in marriage, I think people automatically resort to either partner not cheating on each other. That's not the type of trust that I'm talking about. It's the type of trust that no matter what, I know you have my back. That's the type of trust that I'm talking about. So I think it's, again, something that power couples have. And if anybody watching us is aspiring or desiring to become a power couple, for their marriage to be that type of marriage, then trust is a key aspect that you need to develop in the marriage. Yeah.
So going back to, you mentioned spirituality.
Yeah.
And I really love that, because going on a marital journey is centered around a spiritual journey as well.
Yeah.
When both of you embark to pursue a spiritual journey in life together, because we shouldn't forget that we are spirit beings, first of all, having a human experience. So one of the strategies is that your partner and yourself should purposefully or intentionally decide that you're embarking on a spiritual journey together, whereby you are pursuing a God who will let your minds align as one. That's why we say, and the two shall be one. It's the alignment of your thoughts, alignment of your spirit, alignment of your intention spiritually. When you've got the spirit area sorted out, everything else plays out, very nicely. So do not have different spiritual beliefs. Make sure that you talk to each other and align your spiritual awareness, your enlightenment, your illumination in your mind. Make sure that all these areas are looked after, is talked about, so that there's that alignment. And then another thing is to do with effective communication. We know we hammer on that every day, but it's important that you communicate what is in your mind to your spouse. Otherwise, even though he or she is your spouse, they will never know what your mindset is or your frame of mind is at any given time. So make time to talk about whatever is going on. Check in. That's what I term it as. Check in with each other so that you know where you stand.
As Eric just stated, that it's important that as couples, we share our thoughts with each other. Now, remember the previous point I made was that we have to be connected, our synergies have to be aligned, etc., etc. And that doesn't mean that we are mind readers. We're not mind readers. We're still individual human beings.
Yeah.
So it's important that at all times we're communicating. And I like the fact that Eric has reiterated the fact that one thing you will hear us talk about all the time in almost all of our videos, no matter what, is effective communication. I mean, whichever topic we pick, even from our previous videos from years ago, we always end back on effective communication. So please don't ever get bored of, please don't ever get bored of that, because it is one of the essential strategies that everybody needs in their marriage in order to become a power couple. So yeah, please understand that we're not mind readers.
It's like cooking without salt.
Yes.
Salt is part of it.
Yeah.
That's effective communication.
Yeah. So you have to share whatever is on your mind and never assume that your partner knows. Just because you're a power couple, you're connected, you sometimes even finish off each other's sentences, etc. That doesn't mean you know what's on their mind. So please make sure that you communicate at all times. And then also understand that it is okay to agree to disagree.
Exactly.
Because we are still individuals. Being power couples doesn't mean, you're robots and that everybody, whatever one person says is what everybody must go by. No, we must understand that we're still individuals. And so learning to agree to disagree is very important. If we're able to understand some of these, they come across as if they're basic, but it's a lot of work. It sounds quite basic. One might think, oh, but we know all these things already.
Yeah.
Well, you know them all already, but how many of us are really putting them in practice? This is why there's so many arguments and in marriages, relationships, divorce, separation, etc. So it's important that we keep reminding ourselves as couples of these things, especially if we want to become a power couple, like by the grace of God, and we've been able to build our marriage to that level.
Exactly. As Marie said, it sounds very basic, but repetition is the mother of all success. So whenever we say things and you think you know about it, just make sure that you put it into practice. One of the last points I'd like to raise is to do with learning to be independent. Learning to be independent as a power couple. Make sure that you give each other their space, because at the end of the day, we might be the tightest of friends, we might be the power couples that we are, but without giving each other space to develop themselves to be the power that God, or the power person that God has created them to be, you are doing each other a disservice. So read each other, know when a person wants to be alone to pursue their ambitions, their goals, their spirituality, and then learn when to also come together. Don't leave it till too long. When you're able to study each other and know each other the more as to when they need their space, you'd realize that your relationship will blossom.
Yeah. And then I think for me, my final points would be forgiveness.
I like that.
Which sometimes is very hard, very hard in marriage, I would say. For me, it doesn't come that easy, because when I'm hurt, I'm hurt. It's just what it is. This whole concept of don't let the sun go down on your anger in the Bible and all that. Yes, I get it, I understand, but I'm also human. On top of that, I'm a woman. So sometimes things, it hurts, because I think to myself, but this is my loved one. So, why have they said this to me? Why have they done?
Yeah.
Why didn't he understand my point of view or whatever? But at the end of the day, you have to learn to forgive, because you're looking at the bigger picture. And sometimes in looking at the bigger picture, you need to remind yourself of past times, beautiful memories. And this is why it's important to create the memories.
I'm telling you.
Beautiful memories, because those will always bring you back to the center.
We need to create a video specifically on that, isn't it?
Yes, I think we need
Exactly.
to.
Exactly.
Yeah, those will always bring you back to the center. And if you're able to create more beautiful memories, trust me, it would always overshadow the little moments of anger, or times where you're resentful or whatever. So creating happy memory, because the first point Eric raised was happiness. It's important that power couples, or couples who want to become power couples, because this is what power couples do. Power couples create happy memories. So if you want to become one, you need to make a conscious effort, which involves your time, your sacrifice, your money, to create these happy memories. So I would say forgiveness is a key aspect of developing such.
Forgiveness is such a powerful force. So put in the comment box what your strategies are. We'll respond to each comment that you put in there as well. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, share the videos with your friends, with your loved ones, with everyone that you know, and invite them to come and watch us when we're live as well. Because you never know, we'll be coming live soon.
Yes. And I just had a thought. If you're a power couple, you and your spouse, either you and your wife or you and your husband, let us know in the comments box, because it'll be nice for us to interact. As Eric said, there'll be times when we'll be doing live, and you just never know. We might even be able to do a collaboration. Who knows?
Why not?
So let us know in the comments box, and let's build a community of power couples. I think forming a very solid power couple circle. Can you imagine?
That would be amazing.
So let us know. But anyway,
good idea.
Thanks for watching, and God bless you.
Great. God bless you. Bye-bye.